Guys, what's up? It's Cook Clones Bricks here, coming to you with another video, and today we're doing gaming. I know it's a bit different and it's something new, but I was just trying it out. I'm sorry if I cut off a little bit at the beginning there. But so yeah, um, I am sorry that I wasn't posting videos for a while. I I just really need to brainstorm and stop editing videos because I was editing. It felt like so many videos. It wasn't really that many though. But so, yeah. And if you're one of those people who doesn't like watching other people play a game, then that's okay. I mean, it's a popular form of entertainment, so that's why I'm doing it. But I could see why people would think that. And you don't have to watch this video if you want. You can watch my other videos. But so, yeah, here's the rocket I've built. It's very large, but I think I'm going to build a different rocket. I'm going to try and do something a bit harder. So, um, than that rocket. So, I'm going to try building a satellite and see if I can launch the satellite into a orbit. And I'm currently adding docking ports right now to the vehicle. And I'm adding quite a few docking ports. I'll be needing these later. But so there is the spacecraft, or I think I'm gonna need to take these off. I'm gonna have to put another one of these little pieces here, and then I'm gonna be able to have these little solar panels that'll deploy. Yeah. And then I'll add, oh no, these solar panels, and I'll add these RCS thrusters. I think I'll need to add more than this because RCS thrusters are very important. And if I eventually try and dock this with another one of my many spacecraft in orbit, because I have played this game before, it will take a while to dock this spacecraft with another spacecraft. So I want the maximum amount of. Oh, I just made a huge mistake. Guys, so if you didn't know, I need to add fuel tanks. I completely forgot. I completely forgot to add fuel tanks. So I'm going to have to now add those fuel tanks to make this thing work. And that'll take a little bit. Well, actually, no, it doesn't take any time at all because I just did that. And now I'm just taking all the pieces and attaching them. And I have a docking port here, and a docking port here, and another docking port, and flip, flip, there. And there's our little spacecraft. And we also have these rover wheels, but I'm not going to use those right now. And now I'm going to start working on the rocket. So I'm going to go to the 6 wide tab, and I'm going to select these, and I'm going to put one in here, one in here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to select all of this, and I'm going to bring it up. And I think I'm going to do like a Falcon 9 style rocket. So if I go back to basics, if I can put enough of these in here, I'm actually going to think of going to 8 wide for a Falcon 9. I mean, they're kind of big. So I'm not sure. I probably won't be able to replicate those 9 Merlin engines on the bottom of the vehicle, but I can try with these tiny engines. Or I probably need a better thrust to weight ratio. But okay. Let's see if I will. Okay. I'm not going to be able to do that. I may be able to use these engines, though. Okay, we're going to need to use these engines, apparently. These big engines. So yeah, I'm using bigger engines because they'll probably give me a better thrust to weight ratio for launch. Okay, so our thrust to weight ratio just got a lot worse. And now what I need to do is I need to go to the engines tab and I need to click on these giant engines. These things are loud. Like, they're super duper loud, and I'm hoping that my computer isn't too loud. Okay, so it's not too heavy now, but it really doesn't have the same effect, but that's just gonna have to work. So that's just gonna have to work because I can't represent accurately. Or actually I can go to the engines tab and I can get different engines. Oh, by the way, I bought the expansion packs. That's why I have more of these tabs. So yeah, what is our thrust weight ratio? Now, let's launch. Okay, we're gonna have to just use those larger engines. Or, what we can do is we can use a lot of those smaller engines. And maybe we could do like a Falcon Heavy style rocket, maybe. I don't know. Now I'm gonna go back to 8 wide, the 8 wide tab. And I'm going to grab some of these boosters, and I'm gonna go to this tab and grab these two materials, and then I'm gonna go to other, or no, I need to go to structural. No, it's not structural. Would it be fairings? No. Engines? No. Basics? Yeah, it's in basics. But so yeah, and then I can re-add these boosters, or reattach these booster engines, and oh no, it's too heavy to lift off. Yeah, I'm gonna have to think of something else. I'm thinking of really just using those massive, massive, massive engines. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go to engines, and I'm gonna have to get another few of these engines. And what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get rid of these, because if I have the thrust to lift off, why waste extra time putting more thrusters on? So yeah. And now I'm gonna go to 8 wide, and then I'm going to paint it black, and then I think I am going to add a second stage to this rocket. But first I need to wait for that, and I need to bring up my satellite. And then I always need to do something. Anyways, so the little spacecraft that we built, I know I just tore it apart, but I had to move everything out of the way. And now I have to go to engines. Now, let's just pretend this is a vacuum optimized engine. And yeah, now what I'm going to do next is I am going to go back to 8 wide, and I'm going to add a little bit on the top, and I'm going to go to fairings, and I'm going to make fairings about this big. And yeah, I'm just making big fairings, and these fairings will hold our spacecraft. And what these fairings will do is these fairings will have our spacecraft in them, and once I launch the spacecraft, the fairings, once we're near orbit, they'll separate, and it will bring with it a spacecraft, and that spacecraft, sorry, when they separate, out will come this spacecraft. And so, yeah, I'm talking so weird today. I don't know why. But so yeah, here's our Falcon 9 sort of style rocket so far. And now I'm gonna add the top part of this fairing and that very top of the fairing. I hope that looks okay. And let's see if it works. Oh no, it's too heavy to lift off. Looks like we're gonna have to create a Falcon Heavy because this rocket cannot lift off. So I'm gonna go back to engines, and I'm gonna put on 2 more of these engines, and now I'm gonna go back to 8 wide, and I'm going to attach these boosters to the side of a rocket, and they will be like that. And this video is dragging on for way too long, isn't it? I can tell. And I'm just gonna try and speed things up here because this is taking a while. So let's see if I can go to basics. I'm just gonna stop talking for a few seconds. Now these boosters probably won't be reusable, but yeah, they're not gonna be reusable. Let's be honest, they're not gonna be. But I'm just gonna add the landing legs for show. But let's launch this thing. Yeah, so this is our extremely large, oversized. Please don't blow up. Why'd it blow up? Okay, restart, revert to build. I think I know what the problem is. That's our problem. So, there's our issue. Now, I think this is the issue because normally when it blows up, it's properly, you can place your bets, it's the fairing, on the fairing. Because the fairings always do this. So I'm gonna see if this works better because it was, oh no. Oh? Please don't fall. Please don't fall. Okay, it looks like it's fine. What's the battery on this thing? Okay, battery's okay. Sorry guys, I just need to check the battery to make sure it's not really low. Yeah, okay. Battery is not that low. Let's see if I can, just in case. Guys, I'm gonna take a second and plug the computer that I'm using in. Oh no, oh no. There we go, liftoff. Our rocket is very heavy. I'm sorry I didn't make a shorter video just kind of showing you what I was doing. But I'm sorry that this is just a big, long video. But I'm trying to make longer videos because my videos have had a history of only being 5 or maybe 10 minutes. And the average YouTube video I find is about 20 minutes. So that's what I'm doing. Yeah, and I'd actually discovered that you can reuse boosters. It's very hard, but if you can pilot them, if you have like a pilot piece on there or like a remote piece or something, you can then keep the other one launching towards orbit, and you can go and click the other one and then try and bring that one in to orbit. But so, yeah, I discovered, oh, there's a satellite. There's a satellite. There's a whole cluster of satellites over there. Whole cluster of satellites. But so yeah, I am just almost getting to orbit. I mean, I say almost compared to how long this video's gone on already. Comparably, it won't take that long to get to orbit. Anyways, so I'm gonna go to 50 kilometers above the surface at the highest point in my trajectory, and then I'm gonna cut the engines until I time warp to the top of my trajectory. That's when I'll circularize into a good orbit, a good stable orbit. So bam, off. There, I just reached the 25 kilometer mark too, which means I can time warp. And then on, main engine on. And I'm going to start firing my engine. And this will take a little bit of time, but hopefully I can get my payload into a stable orbit. And yeah, so I'm firing these engines to perform a circularization burn. Circularization burn to get the vehicle into orbit. So I'm going to separate these boosters. These boosters are absolute dead weight. And now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to try and circularize. And even if I don't have enough fuel in this stage, I'll certainly have enough in the second stage to reach orbit. Come on. Come on. Yeah. I reached low Earth orbit. That's a good sign. Now that that's done, I really just want to kind of show you the features. But so yeah, if I needed to, I would have fired up the second stage. But I didn't need to fire up the second stage this time, so hooray! And now I'm going to deploy these. And I'm gonna deploy the vehicle. So yeah, there's our satellite floating safely in orbit. And I can turn on the RCS thrusters and safely get this vehicle. Whoa. I don't want to dock. Actually, I may want to dock. I do think I actually want to dock. I need to practice my docking skills. Oh, I'm so close. I'm so close. I'm so close. I'm so close. No. 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 I thought it was floating away. Way too much. Bam. Bam. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There. That's good. And clear debris. And there, we're floating in orbit. And if we need to, we can raise our orbit if we enter a decaying orbit. But I don't think we'll enter a decaying orbit anytime soon. But so, yeah. I think that'll wrap it up for this video, guys. This is Clones Bricks. Bye.